Alright boys and girls, we've got a fun and exciting video today. Something a little bit different, something I've been wanting to do for some time now, and it is a series as well, so there'll be a lot more of these. And basically the whole point of this video series is we're going to take one stat in the game, max health, magic, weapon damage, crit, whatever you can think of, and we're going to try and max it out as far as we can and push it to its limits. First up, I thought today we would have a little look at max health, because I think everyone's pretty sick of all these 40, 50k HP tanks out there, so let's see how far we can push it, and our goal is 100k. We've been doing a little bit of theory crafting and we know we're going to get close, and this is with no Emp. Obviously with Emperor we could easily get 100k health. Alright, let's get into it boys and girls. Okay, so starting from the very start, we needed to pick a race. And there's a couple that give us max health, Ogonian and Imperial. Luckily, my Nightblade was an Imperial. And that leads us into the class that we're going to choose. Now, there is Necro for Necro ult, but outside of that, Necro doesn't really get a whole lot. Nightblade, on the other hand, can get 15% if you slot 5 skills to max health. So this was the obvious choice for this build, so we are an Imperial Nightblade. Next up, we had to decide whether we wanted to get minor tough from a gear set or if we wanted to get it from external sources like a Warden, for an example. And seeing that the point of this whole series is to push the stat as far as we can, we decided to get that buff from external source. That basically left us with some pretty obvious choices when it comes to the rest of the gear that we're going to run here. So we're going to run 4 pieces Beekeepers, 5-piece Plague Doctor. Now, we do not unfortunately have Syphis, because this would be the best, highest amount of stat density as far as Mythics are concerned, or Dead Dealer's Fate would be a good option as well. Sadly, we don't have neither of those things, so we are going to be at a bit of disadvantage here, and this is what's going to make it very iffy if we can hit that 100k or not. So we are running 1 Malabeth, 1 Trainee, and 1 Druids. Obviously, we would swap the 1-piece Druids out or the 1-piece Malabeth out for Syphis, but we don't have that. So that's with the gear sorted. Next thing we had to tackle were our enchants. Obviously, max health. The trickier part were traits. Do we go infused? That's what you would think. That would be what you would logically presume. But there is divines as well. And seeing that we're going to run the max health Mundus, we needed to have a little look-see at this. And it looks like divines just outperforms infused on the smaller pieces. And then on the larger pieces, infused is just beating divines. There's not a whole lot in it. It's very close. Divine small pieces, infused large pieces is the way to go. Next up with our jewelry, obviously we want healthy as the trait, and our weapons we went sword and board so we could get that enchant on our shield, and we wanted infused here as well. The weapon doesn't really matter. So that's the gear out of the way. Now we've got to talk about the little things that make this possible, because with just this gear, we're really not getting there. Like, we're only at 50k odd health. We're a long way away from reaching that 100k target. And at this point, I was stressing quite a lot about whether we were going to be able to pull this off or not. So let's talk about some of the other stuff. A lot of you guys probably seen this coming, but we're obviously running Vamp ult. 10k max health, really easy option here. And then we want to stack our bar full of Nightblade skills to get that passive, the extra 3% per skill. We're running 5 skills here, we're getting 15. Obviously, then the next move is we want to go and reset our attributes and pump them all into health. Obviously, along the way, we want to go change our Mundus as well. And at this point, we're getting pretty close to the moment of truth, whether we can pull this off or not. But quickly, we do have one more thing that we need to have a look at. and that is food. Now, if you're going to actually play this build, obviously Sugar Skulls or Smoked Bear is going to be the best option for you. But seeing the fact that we're just trying to push our health as far as we can, there is some single stat food. And this is the best one we could find. It's 6.6k health, so pretty massive amount of health here. So with all of that out of the way, we needed to have a little trip into Cyrodiil. And to say I was not stressing here at this point would be a fucking complete lie. Now, unfortunately, the campaign we went into was completely yellow and we had to go around looking for a health well. And at this point, I think we were about 70-ish, 75k health. And it was going to be so close. Like, in my head and from the theory crafting that we'd done beforehand, I knew it was going to be close, and I thought within 1,000. That's what the theory crafting was saying. Without running Siphus, we were going to be very, very close. Anyway, we found a health well, and the missus come on her warden so she could give us that minor toughness, and she's also running Eben. Now, some people may say this is cheating, but let's be honest, it's a fucking shit show of a video anyway, and it is what it is. But remember, if we did have Siphus, it would be more than even if we didn't have Eben. We finally found a well after about 15 minutes, because apparently AD goes around popping wells in a dead campaign. But anyway, we found one, and the moment come. Oh, Dad, we gotta do it. Actually gotta do it. Ready for this? 107k. Get wrecked. I was very surprised by this, and this just shows you that the build editor sometimes can be a little bit funky and weird because it wasn't showing us this high. So yeah, we did it, guys. We actually smashed that 100k target, which was kind of a pipe dream at the very beginning of this video. I didn't think we would pull it off. It's kind of stupid. I did run into one guy in Cyrodiil. Do I get there anyway? Hey! What the fuck you doing, bro? He just gave up! He's like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out! That's exactly what I would do if I seen someone with 78k health. Obviously, our Dark Cloak heals are insane. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think of this new video series. And comment what you think we should do next. Should we do weapon damage, weapon critical, max magic? Let me know in the comment section. Whatever gets the most traction down there is what we will do next. As always, boys and girls, I love yous, and I'll catch yous in the next one. Peace.